All right, wargaming enthusiasts, I just wanted to push out quickly in this podcast, in this vlog, and update the various places where I post content and where I network online. Now, certainly YouTube, listening to this video, and my channel here with the feedback in the comments, this is the first place where I like to post podcasts, kind of highlighting what I'm working on, networking with you guys, answering questions, and generally posting up in an audio format my wargaming experiences, where we are in the moment. Underneath, I'm going to put down in the info box, the description box, a bunch of links where there's this idea of cross-pollination and other places that you can find me online. My blog being absolute central. And wargamerfritz.com, that link is underneath. This is kind of the home base. This is where I'm posting all of my podcasts. I'm posting up all of my images, my battle reports, my strategies, my PDFs, the links to various email lists that I run, the home base, pushing out all the content to the other streams. And for the most part, it mirrors what's going on YouTube, but just the nature of the medium being more friendly to images and allowing me to kind of post text and stuff, we tend to go into more details. I tend to go into more detail on my blog. Second to that, or third to that, because I guess YouTube is one, blog is number two. Number three is Twitter. And I use Twitter to kind of quickly post up various images and snapshots of pre-game units that I'm going to take and links to push out some of the ideas for YouTube and following up on my blog. That's twitter.com/Fritz40K. Again, that link is underneath there. So another way to kind of link in. And then I have two mailing lists. These are going to be the final two links underneath. One is the Wargamer Fritz mailing list. A couple of times a week, a little bit before the weekend, I'm going to push out articles, tactics, links to blog posts based on the comments with what we're exploring. It's an email format. So if you want to get kind of articles and summaries sent directly to your inbox that you can then follow the links out and filter to YouTube and my blog, that link to the sign up is underneath. And my last piece, the Dungeons & Dragons, certainly D&D, role-playing games has been a big influence in my life. And the final list is my weekly D&D encounter list, where once a week, every Monday, early Monday morning, I send out for the week an encounter, an adventure, a narrative, something that as the dungeon master or as the game master, regardless of the campaign you're playing or regardless of the player characters, their level, you can take this and get some ideas, or you can utilize it and inject it into your campaign. This stems from the idea that anytime I'm running a D&D game, a campaign, a string of adventures, or I'm hosting an event, I always like to have my choice of 5 to 10 quick run, can run this adventure in maybe an hour or less, ready to go. Because you never know where you might need to stick in an adventure, or there's times if we're playing a big D&D game where you finished the adventure a little bit early, that kind of natural stopping point, that NSP, and from there you have an hour to go. You're not really ready to go home yet. So as the DM, I can kind of pull one of these adventure hooks and utilize it. So I'm pushing those out from the perspective, if you're a DM, if you're a player, and you're looking for some ideas to explore and utilize, the link to that mailing list and its email format, that goes out every Monday. If you're a part of one of the games that I'm running, if you're a part of my current campaign, these adventure hooks, the ones I'm currently using, I'm never going to email out, simply because I don't know who's on the list. I don't know if you're in one of my regular games or what level is on there. And I don't want to give away any of the spoilers or any of the current campaigns that I'm playing. Certainly once we moved beyond that point, then those adventure hooks, they're going to circulate in and move from there. So we've got my YouTube channel. We've got the blog. We've got Twitter. We've got the Wargamer Fritz tactics list. And we've got the weekly D&D encounter list, all under this podcast, the info box underneath here on YouTube.